Hi, my name's Barry Foster.
And I'm Gary Foster.
And welcome back to episode 2 of Antipodean Journey. And a lot has happened, Gary, since episode 1.
Yes, it seemed to be the world's longest pre-season with the boys acquitting themselves reasonably well during the pre-season. There was a couple of disappointing results against Weymouth and TNS, but everywhere else they seemed to play well. So the last game, unfortunately, was against Weymouth, where they didn't play very well, but all the other games, pretty happy. They acquitted themselves well against the Chelsea under-23s, comprehensive over Tamworth and Gainsborough. Walsall, not so good, but everywhere else we were quite happy.
Yeah, they didn't play too badly. Hemel Hempstead was also a little bit of a disappointment, but overall we were pretty pleased with the friendlies. And of course a fair bit has been happening with the transfers in and out of the club, and just briefly starting with Gregor Zabret. I think that's how he's probably pronounces his name. We brought him in as probably our number one keeper, and looking at those attributes, I think he should be our number one keeper. Certainly very good star potential there. Also, a Frankie Masonda has been signed by DOF.
Yes.
We copped a bit of a rap over this because we're actually paying his club in Scotland, Wraith, a fair bit of money every month to have him, but that was all done by a DOF, but he might come in handy. And also a Michael Collins in central defence, looks as though he could be a good, handy young central defender, only 20. Brendan O'Brien, now he's a bit of a strange one here because he came in the front door and went straight out the back.
That's a revolving door.
Yes, I'm not quite sure how that happened, but he's only 19. And hopefully he will be back in the future at some stage. And Alex Jones, 26-year-old who can play up front and hasn't done too badly in some of the friendlies. And finally we brought in my man Bonds Nagala, a central defender, just turned 31, and I think he will be a very good backup.
Yes, we signed him just before his 31st birthday.
We did.
Yeah, so he snuck in because one of the visions of the club is to sign players under
30, I think. Yes, yeah. I think that's right. Oops. Yeah. And also in the on the other side of the ledger from let's see, who was it? From Ryan Hall and down, all those players have gone out on loan, and they're just basically all youngsters who weren't going to probably feature in the first 11.
No.
So that's where
loads of potential across the board. So we want to continue their development. So happy for them to go out.
Absolutely. So our next game, well, in fact, our first game of the season is a home game to Wrexham. So let's go and play Wrexham. Okay, this is a lineup for our opening game against Wrexham. Hopefully the boys will do the job. And at goals, we've got Zabret. Across the back line, we've got Oggy, Finney, Sendles White, the captain, and Woodward. Lyons Foster just behind the midfielders of Rees and Rowe. Out on the left, Candy. On the right, Paniutu. And up front, Fondop will lead the attacking line. And a few of the players there aren't 100% fit, but it's only early days. I think this doesn't worry me too much. There's plenty of green there to put a smile on your face. And
teams are warming up.
Old team sheets, well, I guess those players for Wrexham don't mean a great deal to me, but we'll find out more about them a bit later, I guess. Yeah. So here we go.
Yeah, so for our initial team talk, I think we could go with the assistant's recommendation and just say, come on, lads.
No gesture?
No, I think we can be pretty calm about the whole thing. First game of the season, everyone expects.
Indeed, they do. And so Fondop gets us underway for the first 45. And this is Finney, the Lyons Foster, Rees, about young Oggy, only 19, and that's the end of the first highlight.
Yes, very quiet, but here we go with a free kick.
Woodward sending it into the box, but that's dealt with. Sendles White will get to the ball first. Can he put it back into the box? And he's made a good attempt. This is
Oh.
Panny U2.
Oh, big chance. Big chance.
Oh, he's offside.
Oh,
Offside. Well,
okay. They were getting in each other's way there, but it looks like a very rainy day in Aldershot. So I'm not quite sure how that's going to affect our patient build-up and possession-based football that we've got them playing. So fingers crossed. But looks like Notts County have scored an early goal.
okay, free kick here for Wrexham. That's dealt with well by Woodward. This is Horsfield now for Wrexham. Plays it to Kelleher. Back to Reckford and Vassell. Well, plays it all the way back to his keeper.
All the way back.
I don't mind that. They can do that all day long.
Yes.
James Dibble. Shouldn't say that. He drives it downfield. That's headed by Rees. This is young Candy out on the left.
Made room.
Maybe a bit of pace he can burn down here. This is Oggy. Can he get a good cross into the box? This is Candy. Now he gets his cross in. This is Fondop. Oh, that was close.
Oh, it's halfway up then.
Could have been 1-0.
No, but good shot across the bow in the first 12 or 15 minutes anyway. So that's a good start, and we seem to be holding our own against a team that was about 11-1, around about the same as us for promotion this year. So I think Wrexham will be a pretty good marker for us.
We'll just call out a bit of encouragement to the team. It hasn't been a bad opening 20 minutes.
No, we just need a few more shots across the bow, because by the look of things, the 4-4-2 formation that Wrexham are playing are keeping us quiet.
Okay, this is a Horsfield with the throw. This is Durrell. It's been blocked, and this is Harris. To Gilmore, puts it out to Horsfield again. Drennan back to Horsfield.
Bit of space.
Here comes a cross, but that's dealt with by Sandals White. Gilmore, he'll get to it first and plays it back to Reckford. This is Davies now. Back out to Reckford. He'll probably get a cross in, and here it comes. But Oggy, that's a good header, and Candy can take the ball away. And he drives it long, looking for Fondop. And he's onside as well.
Can he cut in?
He's been driven a bit wide.
Oh, penalty.
Is that a penalty? I think it is a penalty.
Goodness.
Well, I think Fondop takes penalties.
Yeah.
I think he does.
Yeah.
We really should know who's taking penalties.
We should.
Oh, it's Rowe.
Rowe.
Okay.
We knew him all along. He and Fondop look a lot the same, but 1-0. There we go.
Yeah, well struck penalty by Rowe. So 1-0 to the shot.
That's right. Yeah, I was rather surprised about that penalty call. It looked rather a good tackle, but
Did look a bit innocuous, but
yeah, Rowe plants the ball.
I'm not going to complain about it.
We'll complain if it was against us, not for us. So it's good. So yeah, Aldershot, we're on the board. XG seems to be a lot more convincing now. So everyone seems to be playing their part well. Balanced attack. Still 10 minutes to go before half time, so hopefully we should be able to keep a clean sheet till then.
Well, it's pretty tight looking at the stats. There's not much between the two teams. We're just waiting for the next highlight.
Yes. Maybe Wrexham's shots have been way out of goal, way outside the box.
Okay, this is Woodward now with a free kick.
Fondop.
Oh, hits the woodwork, but I think he's offside anyway. I've noticed in my personal game a lot of offsides.
Yes, that's true.
And a lot of rainfalls.
Yes, I think the UK must be having a rainy season.
A bit like up north here at the moment. But anyway, almost half time, and it is. And I guess for an opening 45 minutes, we can't complain. When you look at the match stats very briefly, 6.7 average rating. Hit the woodwork once, 2 clear-cut chances. Unless we've put one of them away, so that's a pretty good opening 45.
Yes.
And I'd say, I don't really agree with what the assistant's saying there. I think you've got to be pretty happy, and so look, I'm pleased with how things are going. Let's keep it up. for the next 45.
Surprised a little bit by Oggie's rating. I thought he'd been playing a lot better than that, but he's only ranks as 6.3.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. Pani Utu was a bit quiet in the opening 45 as well. We didn't see him featuring too much.
No, but he came back and picked that ball up quite well. Our captain Sendles White is having a good game, but Oggie still hasn't moved much on with his ratings, and our midfield is not firing terribly much either. So
we just gave Oggie a bit of a rev up to see whether that improves him.
Yeah, but I mean we're still 1-0 to the good.
Okay, this is Durrell with a free kick, and that's just
parried.
Gee whiz, that was very close to an equaliser there. I think Zabret was almost caught off guard.
Yeah, punching the ball like that's fraught with danger, but we were lucky enough to survive from the rebound. It could have gone anywhere. But
okay, another free kick for Wrexham, and that's driven a bit long and wide. Oggie is making a bit of a mess of this.
Yes.
Well, that was shocking.
That was very poor.
Now, unfortunately, we got nobody on the bench who can really play left fullback, but that was a shocking mistake by the young 19-year-old. I don't know what he was thinking of. He was under no pressure.
No, he could have done anything with the ball except he overrun it.
And the goalkeeper just went down on his knees and started praying.
Yeah, and Yusuf was unmarked in the middle, so defence was slow to react again. So, yeah, probably Wrexham with an undeserved equaliser. So perhaps coming up to the 60th minute, maybe we need to look at substitutions, perhaps. Okay,
well, let's go to our bench, and as you can see, we've got Whittingham who can play on the right. Woodward is really on the right as well.
Fondop's on a card, but I don't see that as a problem.
And because none of our central defenders are really well, you can put Finney out there on the left, and bring Collins on.
Yeah, maybe look at our attacking options in midfield, perhaps. Whittingham.
What, for a midfield replacement?
Yeah.
Well, Rees is not having the best of games, so maybe
Whittingham for Rees.
Put him out there, and do you want to do something with Oggie? Because really, at 6.1?
Yeah, he's.
I got a feeling we should maybe.
His stocks are crashing.
Push Finney out to there and bring Collins.
Yes.
On for Finney.
Yeah.
And a bit of a shame, really, because Oggie in the pre-seasons.
Yeah, played really well.
He played okay. But maybe he got stage fright today.
That's right. It's early days for the young lad. So fingers crossed we can... do we need to rev them up, or you gave them a shout?
Well, I did, but maybe we're coming up to 70 minutes.
Yes, I think we need to demand them.
I might just try and encourage them. See if that has any positive effect on the players. A few like it. But,
time is sort of running down. Our fitness is expected to be down.
Okay, this is Davis now. Gilmore for Wrexham. That'll be dealt with by Sendles White, but straight back to Harris. Plays it long again for Woodward. He drives it deep downfield, looking for Fondop. Paniaitu couldn't get that ball. This is Gilmore. Up to Youssef. Davies again. Back to Reckford. Sendles White with a header. But Davies will probably send this back into the box. It was a bit lucky there. Finney drives it out, but only as far as Reckford. So here come Wrexham again. Just as well he's off target.
And offside. So, yeah, that's been a pretty poor passage of play by Aldershot. I was expecting them to just be a little bit better than that. Sendles White seems to be playing...
maybe in the last 10 minutes, want to make a final substitution, maybe putting Jones on. Although currently he's sitting nervously on the bench.
He can be nervous for 10 minutes, see if he can...
We'll put him up there as an attacking forward.
Yep.
And see if he can pull a rabbit out of the hat.
Maybe we can demand more for the last 10. See how that figures. I mean, XG sort of indicates that we should be shaving them marginally, but
Well, it was just a silly mistake by a defender that led to that equaliser. It's a bit unfortunate, but a bit of a dearth of highlights.
Yes,
at times in this match.
Well, certainly as injury time or extra time comes on, there's nothing much to report. So our opening game at home is going to end up a 1-1 draw.
And that's it. 1-1.
Yeah, probably a fair result overall. I think we were expecting a little bit more from them, but XG seems to indicate that we should have been dominating them in the first half, and then we flatlined in the second. We
did, average rating of 6.56. So things did decline in the second half. So the full-time team talk, I think I would have to say, not all that happy with that.
No,
I think we should have done better. So maybe a bit of finger pointing.
And they seem to be all motivated.
Well, hopefully they're all motivated in the right positive fashion. But anyway, that's how it went for the opening round of the season. Notts County sitting on top.
Yeah, Notts County with a big away win over Maidenhead. So they've drawn a marker in the sand early.
So on to our next game, which is going to be an away game for us at Dover. So hopefully the boys away from home can actually play better than they did against Wrexham. As they say here, honours even at the recreation ground. But after taking an early lead, it was disappointing to concede in the second half. So let's go and play Dover.
Yes, fingers crossed.
Okay, so here's the lineup for our game away to Dover today. Nothing's really changed from our first match. We've got Zabret in goal. Oggy, he retains his place even after that mistake. Finney, Sendles-White and Woodward across the back line. Lyons, Foster behind the midfielders. Rees and Rowe in midfield. Candy and Tanner on our wide flanks. Tanner has come in for Panayutu, who's on international duty. And Fondop, he keeps the forward position for us. And on the bench we have Mitch Walker. Killy Columbi we've brought in because he can play almost all over the park, excepting goalkeeper. Alfie Whittingham, Alex Jones and Michael Collins. So let's submit the team and go to the match, I say.
Well, fingers crossed that the boys can play a little bit better than what they did last week. It was a tight game, but lucky to get the draw.
We were indeed.
Right. Well, with this regard, I think we can maybe expecting a win tonight, because the Dover are ranked slightly below us, and we're expecting a better performance.
Okay, they won their opening game, so you're still happy with that?
Yeah.
Expecting a win? No gesture?
No, I'm happy enough for it to be calm, and we are expecting a win.
Okay.
Otherwise, we'll become the score draw specialists.
Well, true. Okay, Dover in the white, and they get us underway in the first 45. This is Ransom. The Dover plays it long, dealt with by Finney. This is Candy. Our wide players had a bit of a quiet game against Wrexham, both of them. This is Rowe, Lyons Foster looking for Fondop. This is back to Rees.
Well, not that far wide.
At least he had a try.
He did. He
gave a bit of a tonk from outside the box.
Yeah, no, so looked reasonably impressive coming through the middle there in those opening exchanges. But as you said, in the first game, our wide attacking force, where we thought we'd have a lot of strength and a lot of options, they misfired somewhat. But early days.
It is indeed. So here's Oggy with a throw on the left. This is dealt with by Pasley. Now, Aziz for Dover. He's got a little bit of pace on him and he's taking it down the right. He's beaten one man.
Well, Oggy's come back.
So Oggy has blocked his attempted cross and he plays it to Candy. Now Can Candy start something for Aldershot? He's running infield, probably trying to link up with his man on the right, I guess, or maybe go all the way himself. This is Rowe. This is a good ball for Woodward. Now, all he's got to do is get a good cross in, and he's done just that.
Oh, yes. Well
That's
done.
Candy with the goal.
Yes, well done. Well done. So that diagonal run there certainly opened up Dover. So and a good cross by Woodward.
He might have been way out of position when he hit that ball, but it doesn't really matter. And Woodward's done well getting his cross in. And Candy,
who made the goal in the first place, was there to finish it off.
Made no mistake.
Yeah, all the way from the left.
So that's a good start for Dover, and it's pleasing to see. We did start like this against Wrexham, of course, but
we sort of fell away in the second half. But Wrexham may be a cut above Dover, I think.
I think there will be quite a few cuts above. As we wait for our next highlight. Most of the players, midfielders, well, Lyons Foster a little bit flat, and Oggy again. But anyway, we'll just keep our eye on those two. And here's the man again, the young 19-year-old. He plays it long for Fundop. And Candy will get onto this again. Now, he can maybe go all the way, and he does.
Great goal. Great goal.
A brace.
That's right. He didn't want to run too far for that goal.
I don't know what he had before the game, but whatever it is, we better give it to the rest of the team.
That's right.
Because that was a very, very good goal, and Fondop did well with the pass.
Yeah, he got the ball, he cut in, and yes, on his right foot as well.
Just backed himself and beat the keeper on the near post.
Cracking goal.
So an excellent start for Aldershot now, 2-0. So Dover's got something to think about. I'm sure they didn't expect the game to start like this.
No, well, with Candy in great form.
So this is Aziz for Dover. Oh, young Oggy met him rather solidly, but that's dealt with by Finney. Now here's the man of the moment, Candy. Drives it long, but that's fallen for O'Sullivan.
Yeah, plenty of white shirts forward.
He's got to be offside for sure.
Got to be close to offside, surely.
He is. He missed anyway, but yeah, way offside.
No, happy enough with that start, and of course Candy on fire. Sandals White playing okay. Finney in defence, but probably being the man of the match at the moment.
Okay, so somebody's taken a knock according to our assistants. That's
Oggy.
Young Oggy. Well,
he said he's got a pull groin and he wants to come off.
We'll just maybe take a look at this. No injuries really come up, though his condition's very poor.
We've got Colombi there on the bench who can cover that.
I think we'll just monitor that and see how it goes before half-time.
Well, hopefully we can nurse him through the next 15 minutes before half-time. But he's suffered a pull groin and nurse him through the rest of the match. But yeah, certainly review it at half-time. Okay,
this is Candy. Flicks it on to Rees, back to Candy. Now Fondop, almost made it 3. With a good header, just wide.
Yeah, Fondop and Candy are actually combining quite well on the left. He's been able to deliver a lot of quality ball.
This is young Tanner, but he lost out there. This is Goburn to Zonka. Back to Goburn. He's played it out wide.
Will he get there with his pull groin?
Well, I think he's just run it out for a corner.
Okay.
Anyway, hopefully we can defend this corner okay, just before half-time.
Oh,
that was close.
It was close. Bullet-like header on the far post. Okay, so coming up to 5 minutes, final 5.
Another corner for Dover. This is headed away by Oggy. This is Rizonka again for Dover. And Candy trying to deal with him, but he's given it back to Expecia, I think his name might be. This is Ransom Pasley, plays it long. This is Tanner. Now he can drive this forward, maybe link up with Fondop, and he does. I think he does. What can Fondop do?
Finishes it.
Well, beautiful goal.
Happy with that. Happy with that. So that's three quality goals for Aldershot, and this is what we were expecting.
That's right, in the first game, but it didn't quite happen. But that was a very good team movement. Woodward with the header and Tanner just coming forward, and then just a beautiful through ball. And Fondop made no mistake.
Mind you, their right back was keeping everybody on side. Okay, so 3-0 going into half time. XG sort of shows that we're dominating the game, although we're not.
I thought we would have had more than 0.72, but anyway.
Yeah, I mean, Dover are peaking at 0.0 with their XG. They're very low, but is there a chance for another goal right on half time?
Well, Candy, he was trying to maybe create something, but he lost out there. This will be dealt with by Sendles White. Plays it out to Oggy. I think we'll probably sub Oggy at half time. And Candy's lost that bit of possession. This is Sendles White with a header.
Oh, Tanner's picked up an injury too.
Was it him or the other guy?
Well,
anyway, we'll take a look at that.
Oggy said that he'd been injured, but I hadn't seen a marker come up. But yeah, Tanner's got a orange cross.
Well, this is Candy. He cuts it back to Rees, and he tries his luck. Why not? Make it 4.
Make it 4. Good grief. Happy days.
Well, I didn't expect that, but yes, Tanner's cocked on a knock, so that is disappointing.
Yeah,
but
so
anyway,
once again,
this 4 goals on the board makes it a little bit less painful seeing these injuries. But yeah, that's a lovely strike from just outside the box. So Rees, who had a poor game against Wrexham, has certainly made up for it now. It's been a long first half.
That's right.
Very long first half. So here we are, 4-0 at half time, only 9 shots a goal, XG of 0.81, and
6 shots on target.
Average match rating of 7.17 for the half, and no clear-cut chances, which is surprising. I thought maybe one might have been.
Yeah, but 4 goals in the bank, which we'll take every day of the week.
Absolutely, and I think what we've got to basically say here is that we're very pleased with the performance.
Yeah.
Keep it going, and I think we've got to go in and make some changes to some of these players. And I really think, Tanner's got to come off.
Yeah. Tanner's picked up a knock.
Now, Jones could play out there, because I think Colombi...
Yeah, he needs to fill in at left back.
So, okay, we'll put Colombi on for young Oggy.
Yep.
And we'll get Jones out here on the...
Right, for
on the right. Now, here's a right footer, so we might leave him as a... maybe just a winger.
Yeah.
An attacking winger and everything else as per the first half. So let's get the second half underway.
Yes, more of the same, please.
Okay, well, this is Sendles White to Finney. And Finney plays it up to Fondop. Now Fondop will probably look for Colombi down here on the left.
Well, heavy touch from Colombi, so I only assume that he lost out there. But it'd be interesting to see what knocks our 2 subs have picked up. Hopefully a groin injury could be anything, really.
Well, hopefully it won't be too serious.
No.
But this is Dover with a corner. And Munns to take it from the right.
Oh,
and that's one back. Hakeem Rose.
Yes, that was almost a free header. Was it a free header or he just...
Early, whatever it was a very good header.
Yeah, static defenders. Let's have a look at the replay coming in.
Well, he had markers with him, but that was a good goal. So 4-1. Maybe early warning for Aldershot not to be too complacent in the second half.
Yes. Should give them a shout in a little while's time, maybe just to encourage them.
Well, we've only got one more substitution we can make, so...
maybe let it run through for a little while longer.
I think so, yes.
But we can shout out.
I think we might give them demand more. Might seem a bit harsh, but fingers crossed it won't upset the team too much. But anyway, this is Dover on the ball, and this is Munns. He plays it forward to Rose again, and he's hit the woodwork.
But he looked offside too, wasn't he?
He was onside, yes. So that's offside. So just as well. But obviously, Hakeem Rose might be a bit of a danger man for us in the second half. This is Musa again, back to Goburn, playing it long. And Fondop's got a knock as well.
Goodness.
That's interesting, yes. Well,
Seems to be the battle of Balaclava here. We're going down left, right and centre.
absolutely, and
Rose
that's
was offside as well, I thought.
disallowed just as well. 'Cause that was a very poor defensive header, but I think Sandals White went up for that.
Yeah, but he was offside when
Take
the
very
ball was kicked.
quick look at Fondop. What's wrong with him? A potential foot injury. Well, all we can do is put Jones up there in the forward line, and maybe
Whittingham could come on to the right and you push Tanner into the middle.
you want.
And then Whittingham to come on.
Well, Tanner's already gone off.
Whittingham to come on for Fondop.
So you want him to play out there?
Just to cover the position.
Well, he might do okay. He can play winger, so fingers crossed that's the last of the injuries in this game. It's a hat-trick of injuries. This is Colombi now for Aldershot. He links up with Candy, the man of the first 45 minutes.
Yeah,
This has
sitting on
been
a hat-trick.
cleared. And here comes Rose again
In space.
for Dover.
No.
But he's lost out to Lyons Foster. Woodward plays it long. Fondop, that change
Yet
still
to take
hasn't.
effect.
Oh, here comes Rose again.
Good grief.
And that stands.
Yeah.
Well, this is a bit of a disappointing after the first 45 minutes. I mean, 2 goals in just over 18 minutes of the second half. That's
Yeah, I mean, giving Rose a lot of space.
well, there's obviously no marking. But I thought our assistant was maybe coming up with, yes, please, we'll make those changes. Thank you very much.
Maybe we need to give them another shout and just tell them to focus.
Well, we might wait till the 70th minute. I think don't want to shout at them too much.
We'll be shouting more at them if they concede another goal.
Well, if they concede another 2, we'll be shouting. But this is Candy playing it long for Jones. And he can be dangerous up front for us. And this is Colombi, who try and get this ball in. And he does just that, but that's been cleared by their defence. This is Lyons Foster now. He sends it back, but I think Jones is going to be offside.
Yeah,
And he is,
offside.
yes. Found the back of the net, but
That's 3 goals disallowed.
you have to watch his positioning a bit better. But offside by a good metre and a half. Oops.
Yeah.
Yep, we'll do that. Thank you very much. So
Yeah,
somebody else has picked up an injury. Rowe.
Good grief.
4 injuries in a game. I don't believe this. But anyway, this
Maybe
is
we need
Football
to-
Manager.
Yeah.
Now this is Akam Rose again. And that's a good save by Zabret. He's probably saved it from being number 3 for Dover. So another corner. And this will be probably Munns again with the corner for Dover. And it's a good save.
James Rowe's picked up a knock.
Well, we can't do anything about that. We'll made all our substitutions.
Maybe we need to slow the tempo down a bit.
Well, we might just go in and with some instructions, maybe a little bit more disciplined, a little bit of time wasting, and let's just see how the boys cope. We might tell them to focus a bit as well. Hopefully they will do that because their focus has been slightly off in the second half.
Yeah, they're good for 45, and Dover have just changed their formation. It's interesting. Yeah,
Well, they're probably going for it. They probably smell an opportunity, but this is Munns again with a free kick from the right. And Zabret dealt with that very easily. It was bread and butter for him. He drives it straight down the field. Now this is Jones. We haven't seen too many attacks this half, but this is Rowe. Even with an injury, he tries his luck and
good
makes
goal.
it number 5.
good goal. Well, if he's whatever the foot injury is,
It can't be too. It can't be too bad if it is a foot injury.
Well, hopefully that's consolidated our lead now, and
Well, I think it puts the game to bed in a way. I mean, any chance of Dover coming back, I think, has been snuffed out. But that was a very nice finish.
Hopefully we can nurse them through the rest of the game.
Well, with probably only 6-7 minutes to go, I hope that's the case, because most of this second half has been Dover, or more likely Ackham Rose, having the half of his life. This is another dangerous sort of a cross, but missed everyone. But this is Rose with the ball. Now Rees, back to Columbia. Now Candy clears it up to Jones. Now Jones, I don't know, seemed to stop then. This is Munns. Musa, this is this man again.
Rose on a hat-trick.
Good grief, 3 goals. I don't know. Well, okay, just as well we got that 5th, because if we hadn't, I would be feeling a bit nervous, but the defence this second 45 minutes has been porous.
Well, we seem to have lost concentration after half-time in each of the games.
Maybe the half-time team talk wasn't the one to give. But anyway, I think what we'll do is for the remaining minutes, let's really time waste.
Play with a slightly lower tempo, perhaps.
Well, yeah, we'll give that a go, and hopefully the defence won't slip up again and let that man through for a 4th. But anyway, this is Woodward. Plays it out to Whittingham, who's on the right. He's playing it long for Rose, and he's beaten his man well. Rose might... very nearly made it number 6.
He parried it into his own net.
But this should be Woodward with the corner. And Rowe,
the header
just over the bar, not far from it. 5 minutes of added time.
Yeah, winding the clock down now. Dover are changing their formation again. I think they made another substitution.
This is Columbia to Rees, Rowe back to Columbia. He can run it down the field and maybe run it into the corner if he wants to.
Instead he gives away possession.
He gave away possession, probably a good tackle, but anyway. This is Dover with maybe one last chance to put another goal on the board. Now Aziz for them. Plays it out to Expedia, I think his name is. He's on a yellow. He'll probably try and get his cross in, but that'll be dealt with by Lyons Foster. Up to Jones.
Right, we just need to keep possession.
This is Candy. He can run all the way down the field if he likes. And he looks for young Whittingham, who's done well, but he's shot.
Shanked it wide.
Is that really a defender and not a forward?
Where have we got him playing?
Yes, out wide on the right. Not his usual position at all.
I don't think he was wide enough there.
Anyway, this is a ransom now for Dover. This must be one of the last highlights of the game. Woodward now sends it back to Zabret. He gives it out to Columbia, who hasn't done too badly since coming on for the injured Oggy. This is Candy again. Is there a 6-1 on the board for Aldershot? That's headed away. Musa in midfield, maybe one last attack for Dover. It's a fairly strong run, and they're letting him go all the way. But luckily his shot was straight at the keeper. But that's it.
Okay.
A thriller.
Yeah, goals galore in the game. Probably more than what we ideally would have liked.
Especially in the second half. But look, still happy with a 5-3 away win. And when you look at the match stats, we still had an average rating of over 7.26. Yeah. So 16 shots to 9. Corners 11-4 in favour of Dover. I think most of those would have come in the second half. But I think after that, look, you'd have to say good win. You know, disappointing second half, but overall not too bad, with the exception of all the injuries.
Yeah, well, that's going to be a bit of a challenge for us. Hopefully, there's no long-term injuries amongst that lot.
Well, Stockport had a very good victory over Maidenhead, 4-2, and And that victory at least has us pushed into 5th position on 4 points. So that's not really too bad after only 2 games. So Aldershot beat Dover in a thrilling encounter. You wouldn't argue with that. So I guess for opening 2 games of the season, Gary, it's not too bad with 4 points on the board.
4 points on the board. Relatively happy. I mean, our defence in the middle in that last game looked very buttery, but we'll take 4 points from our first 2 games for sure.
Oh, absolutely. Now look, I think we'll come back for our next game because I think we'll play Boreham Wood offline, but then we've got Woking, which is a fierce rival.
Yeah,
it's a televised game, so I think we'll come back for Woking and Sutton in the next episode. So I think that'll be a good thing to do, and then after that we'll probably play a good 4 or 5 games offline.
Yeah, there's also a cup game coming up, but we don't know whose opponents are, so we might have to make an executive decision on the fly about that game.
Yes, we will. So anyway, that's the video for today. We hope we've enjoyed the video. If you have, give us a thumbs up. If you haven't, you can always do the Nero. But until next time, it's goodbye from me.
And it's goodbye from him. Till next time.